Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Dhena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah.
Stand up. I would like to sit cross-legged for a long time. My knee hurts, so I need to stretch it out. Oh, really? That's inconvenient today, especially. Some austerity. Almost there. It's difficult to listen to classes. You need a chair? I don't know. I don't want to sit in the same level as you. Should I try to sit on my legs? It's okay. It doesn't have to be a cushion, just a stone or whatever. It could be even a brick. Try with this or no? Okay, keep it in the pocket then. In case that goes down or something, it's on. Or you can take it off now. Whatever. Yeah, let's turn it off. We don't need it now. In case you want to use this as backup. So this return is picking up.
I got kicked in the head today by Grandma. Kicked in the head.
Yay!
When we were doing Vaisesika in the temple.
Oh, yeah.
He kicked me in the head.
We're getting you cushions. Cushions? 2 cushions. I thought it would just be enough for you. You can try. We're getting you cushions after you say
What? Yeah. Hare Krishna. Yeah.
Are you okay with this chair? We are trying to find something more solid.
It's alright.
It's alright.
HariNama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama. Go Premanande. Hari Hari. Nagar. This is dead. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
This morning we're conducting Vaishnava HariNama initiation, and we'll begin with Achman to purify ourselves, to enter into this yajna. So if you'll please repeat after me. Om apavitra pavitrova sarvavastan gatopiva yasmare pundarikaksham savabhya abhyantara shuchihi Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. And now please, we'll do Achman together. Take the spoon in your left hand and put 3 drops of water in your right. Om Keshavaya Namaha. Om Narayanaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. Om Apavitra Pavitrova Sarvavastan Gatopiva Yasmare Pundarikaksham Sababhya Vyantara Shuchihi Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. Om Keshavaya Namaha. Om Narayanaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. Om Apavitra Pavitrova Sarvavastan Gatopiva Yasmare Pundarikaksham Sababhya Abhyantara Shuchihi Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. Om Keshavaya Namaha. Om Narayanaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. You know, it'd be nice if there was a tarp or something they could put down so that devotees can sit. You can't stand the whole thing. And now we'll invoke auspiciousness by reciting the Sri Brahma Samhita. And for those of you who don't know the Brahma Samhita, there are a few copies available. If you can give some to the initiates first, if they don't know it. We're going to go from Ishvara Parama Krishna to Chintamani Prakara Sadmasu. So you have to turn the page. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sakchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam Chintamani Prakara Sadmasu Kalpa Vriksha Laksha Vritesha Surabhira Pipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasra Shatasamrama Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Venum Kwanantam Aravindam Dalayatakszam Bharhavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandarpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Alola Chandra Kalasadvana Malya Vamshi Radnangadam Pranaya Keli Kalavilasham Shamam Tribangalalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasya Sakalendriya Vrittimanti Pashyanti Panti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadujvala Vigrahasya Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Advaitam Achutam Anarim Anantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanam Cha Vedeshu Dulava Madhulava Matma Bhaktao Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Pantastu Koti Shatavatsara Sampragamyo Vayodatapi Manaso Munipungavanam Sopyastiya Prapadasinya Vichincha Tatve Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ekopya Saura Chaditum Jagadanda Kotin Yat Shakti Rasti Jagadanda Chayaya Danta Andantarasta Paramanu Chayantarastam Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yadbhava Bhavitadiyo Manujastataiva Samprapya Rupa Mahima Shayanana Bhusha Suktaryameva Nigama Pratitaistu Vanti Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavitavis Tabirya Eva Nijarupa Taya Kalabhi Goloka Eva Nivasatya Kilatma Bhuto Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santaksadeva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti Yam Shama Sundaram Achintya Gunaswarupam Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ramadi Mutu Shukalani Amena Tishtan Nana Vatara Makarod Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Swayam Samabhavat Parama Pumanyo Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagadanda Koti Koti Shashesha Vasudari Vibhuti Binam Tad Brahma Nishkalamanantam Ashesha Bhutam Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Maya Hiyasya Jagadanda Shatani Sute Traigunya Tad Vishaya Veda Vitayamana Sattva Valambi Parasattvam Vishuddha Sattvam Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasatmataya Manasu Yapraninam Pratipalam Smarutam Upetya Lilayitena Bhuvanani Jayatya Jastram Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Golokanamni Nijadamni Taleta Tasya Devi Mahesha Haridama Suteshu Teshu Te Te Prabhava Nichaya Vihitascha Yena Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Shristi Stiti Pralaya Sarana Shakti Reka Chayeva Yasya Bhuvanani Viparti Durga Ichchanurupam api yasya chacheshtate sa Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Shiram yatada vikara vishesha yogat Sanjayate nahitatah pratagasti heto Yasham bhutam apitata sambupaiti karyat Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Departure vahida shantanamadyupetya Dipayate vrivata hetu samana dharma Yastadrage vahicha vishnu chaya vibhati Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yat karanarnabachale bhajati sma yoga Nidramananta jagadanda saromakupaha Adhara shaktim avalamya param smamurtim Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yasyaika nishvasitakala matavalambya Jivanti loma vilaja jagadannanatha Vishnur mahansa iha yasya kala vishesho Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Bhasvanyatasma sakaleshu nijeshu teja Swiyam kiyat prakatayata vitadvaratra Brahmaya esha jagadanda vidhana karta Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yat pada pallava yugam vinidaya kumbha Vanve pranama samaye saganadi raja Vignan vidhantam alamasya jagatrayasya Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Agnir mahi ganganamam mumurudishascha Kalastatatma manasiti jagatrayani Yasmad bhavanti vivavanti vishanti yamcha Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yashakshuresha savita sakalagrahanam Raja samasta suramurti rashesha tejaha Yasyagnaya brahmati sambrata kala chakro Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Dharmo tapapa nichayashrutayasta pamsi Brahmadi kita patagabadayascha jiva Yadatra matra vibhava prakata prabhava Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Astvindra gopa matavendra mahosa karma Mandanurupa palabhajana matanoti Karmani nirdahati kintu cha bhakti bhajam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yam krodha kama sahaja pranayadi piti Vatsalya moha guru gaura vasevya bhavai Sanchincha tassa sadrishin tanamapurete Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Sriya kanta kanta parama purusha kalpataravo Dhruva bhumischintamani ganamayi toyam amritam Katakanam natyam kamanam api vamshi priyasaki Chidanandam jyoti paramapi taraswadyam api cha Sayatra shiradbi sravati surabhibhyasya sumahan Nimesardhyakyo bhavraditi nahi atrapi samayaha Paje shweta dvipam tamaham iha golokamitiyam Virantaste shantakshiti viralachada katiye Ato vacha mahavishnur bhagavantam prajapatim Brahman mahatva vignane prajasarge chachinmatihi Pancha shlokim imam vidyam vatsatatvam nibodame Prabhude jnana bhaktivyam atmayananda chinmayi Ude junatama bhaktir bhagavat prema lakshana Pramanaistat sadacharais tadabhyasir nirantaram bodhayanatmanatmanam bhaktimapyutamam labhed yasya shreyaskaram nasti yaya nivritumapnuyad yasadayati mameva bhaktim tameva sadayed dharman manyan parityaja mamekam bhaja vishwasan yadrishi adrishi shraddha siddhir bhavati tadrishi kurvan nirantaram karma loko yamanavartate tenaiva karmanadhyayam mam param bhaktimichyati aham hi vishwasya characharasya bijam pradhanam prakriti pumamscha maya hitam teja idam bibarshi vide videhi tvamato jaganti Ishvara Parama Krishna Sakchit Ananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam Iti Sri Brahma Sanghita Samburnam Hari Om. So the first thing is, we'd like all the Vaishnavas to please come in close. Where's Vidya Vidhu also? I can't see her. I can't see her. It'd be nice if she sits over.
Okay. All right.
You two could, so I could see them. Move in close, all the Vaishnavas. We need association over here. You're out in the bleachers. Come into box seats. Come in close. Move in. Crowd in, please. Can you find spaces closer in? There's areas right here too. Come sit here. Gopal Champu, come close. You can bring those seats. Go help them. Move some seats in here. I'm feeling better already. Better, right? Come close. Definitely have to have Radhika close. There's more space in here. Oh, Jai Maharaj, Hare Krishna. Maharaj, why don't you sit up here? I don't like having my back to you. Okay. Thank you. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Nena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manopishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Katahmayam Dadati Swapajantikam Pandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Sadvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Go Premanande Hari Hari Bol. I offer my respectful obeisances to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, under whose merciful glance we are conducting this ceremony today. I offer my respectful obeisances to my best friend, His Holiness Keshava Bharti Maharaj, who so kindly has opened his life so that we can all see a part of it and be a part of it here at Govardhana. It is his great fortune because of the ways he's served his spiritual master and his mentors throughout his life that he resides here in this most holy place, and he allows us all a space here. I offer my respectful obeisances to my revered godbrother Smita Krishna Maharaj, who is a great Sankirtan warrior who has helped spread the Sankirtan movement all over the world and is setting the example for all of us of how to use one's entire life to be Krishna conscious. So I thank you very much for your association, for being here today. We welcome our exalted priest, Raghunath Prabhu, who's been practicing the Panchratrik Vidhi and the Bhagavat Marg since he was a tiny baby, right? And I offer my respectful obeisances to all the devotees who are here today, who have joined us. I give my hearty congratulations to Dipesh, Raman, and Venkat for their decision to give their entire lives to Krishna. And I'm very happy that Dipesh's parents are here today to witness this ceremony. Raman's parents had intended to be here, but because of some health setbacks, they weren't able to come. And same with Venkat's parents as well. It was kind of a surprise for him that was on an expedited schedule for getting initiated, so he wasn't able to alert everybody. In any case, we do have the internet, and hopefully they can be tuned in to that. So this is what we call a HariNama initiation, and this is recommended in the scripture because although the holy name is open to everyone, it's a mantra that we go around singing in the public marketplaces and telling everyone, chant, chant. And so there's no restriction for chanting Hare Krishna. But for those who have studied what the Mahamantra is and understand it, there's a special impetus in life to give one's entire being to the chanting of the mantra and serving those who are also chanting the Mahamantra. And this is what the HariNama initiation is. It's a full realization that Krishna and his name are non-different. And the scriptures recommend that if you can get the holy name from a Vaishnava guru, then you should do so. In fact, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur goes as far as to say in his commentary on the 6th canto of the Bhagavatam regarding Ajamil, that if there are Vaishnava gurus available who can give you the holy name, the Mahamantra, and you don't take it from them, you say, no, I'll just do it myself, I'm on my own. He says then you're committing the offense of disregarding the orders of the spiritual master. He said, so you're just by declining HariNama initiation, you're making an offense to the holy name. And he said, so one would have to take another birth and then take a Vaishnava guru and start over again. So the Shastras recommend, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommended also, that one go to a Vaishnava and accept the Mahamantra in humility. This is the admonition that he gives in his Shikshashtakam, Trinadapi Sunichena, Toror Iva Suhishnuna, Amadina Manadena, Kirtaniya Sadahari. You should chant, but how can you chant? Continuously with full humility, which means taking the name from the Guru and then considering oneself very unqualified, but going on chanting with one's heart and soul, trying to serve the holy name and trying to serve those who are chanting the holy name. So, in taking initiation, you will also make vows. And this is no small matter, because especially in the age of Kali Yuga, people are not so much accustomed to vows. Or I can say that even if they are, they're not accustomed to keeping them. However, the power of taking these vows is proclaimed in the scriptures. And that is because they're passed down to us from Vaishnavacharya. Bejare muneo tagre bhagavantam adhok sajam sattvam vishuddham shemaya kalpante yenutaniha. Sutta Goswami says in the Srimad Bhagavatam that previously all the great sages worshipped the Supreme Personality of Godhead because they knew of his position beyond the three modes of material nature. They knew that they could attain the highest good from worshipping him. And he goes on to say that anyone who follows in the footsteps of those sages becomes eligible for the same result that they achieved. The meaning is that one may not be an acharya or a great rishi or sage. One can be from anywhere. But if one gets it within one's mind and heart that I'm going to follow these acharyas and I'm going to try to do what they've done and what they recommend, then you're eligible for the same result. A similar instruction is given by the demigods who are worshipping Lord Krishna within the womb when they say, Tvayambu jaksha kila satvadami samadhina veshit chetasayake kurvanti govatsapadam bhavabdim. Look up the third line. This verse says, one should give one's full attention. Tvayambu jaksha kila satvadami samadhina veshit chetasayake. One should give one's full attention to worshipping Krishna. And Krishna is fully present in his name. And he goes on to say that because the previous acharyas have given a process, if one follows that, kurvanti govatsapadam bhavabdim, then the ocean of the material world shrinks to the size of the water contained within the hoofprint of a calf. Tvatpada potena mahatkritena. Mahatkritena means those great souls who have come before us, the acharyas. They've given us a method, tat karma pravartanat. There's a variety of activities that they've specifically recommended. And if you follow that, tvatpada potena mahatkritena, then it becomes a boat. You can board the boat of the instruction. And by following that instruction, then the process of crossing over the material world becomes easy for anyone. And in the next verse that the demigods give, they point out that Krishna approves the process of the acharyas. They're obviously acharyas, those who are self-effulgent, and that they spread the Krishna consciousness movement all over the world. And they leave behind them volumes of literatures for us to follow. And they establish temples. And they go, wherever they go, people begin chanting Hare Krishna. These are the acharyas. And Srila Prabhupada is the acharya for the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And actually, for the whole world, he's an acharya that anyone can follow and come to the highest position of devotional service. So, the demigods say that there's a way in which, when these acharyas come up with a system, because the Vedas are unlimited, there's so many instructions that you can follow, but they compress those into a set of instructions that are particularly meant for the people at a particular time. And when they do that, they do it for themselves. so they can cross over the ocean of material existence. And then they leave those instructions behind for everyone else to follow. And there it's explained, and Srila Prabhupada elaborates, that if you follow that system, then you can easily cross over the ocean of material existence by following those instructions. So the vows you're taking today, that include, as Prabhupada says, the pillars that support the Kali Yuga, avoiding the activities that waylay our advancement in spiritual life and can be disastrous for us, gives one great strength and also invites the full mercy of Krishna. Raga dvesha vimuktaistu vishayan indriyaishcharan atmavashir vateyatma prasadam arigashati. If you find out what the basic rules are, what the system is, and you follow it, and you're very strict with it, first of all, you'll stand out from everybody else in the world. Everywhere you go, people say, you don't eat that? How come you don't eat that? You don't do that? You don't look at that? Why don't you do that? People begin to notice you, and they start to think, like, who are you? How can you do that? Where did you get such power to not go here or look there? In fact, Prabhupada noticed when the devotees first came to India, the Western devotees, they went to Surat. They went to Surat. And there they did the HariNama publicly, and people came out of their apartments, houses from all over, and they began to worship them. And they were taking dust from the ground. There were divots in the ground where they were taking, and they were worshiping garlands everywhere they went, these devotees. And many of them had just started chanting Hare Krishna recently. And they were amazed at the attention they were getting. Prabhupada mentioned that because you're following the four regulative principles and chanting 16 rounds, anywhere you go in the world, you'll be worshipped like this. Or at least you're worshipable. And some people in Surat know that. And so it's no small thing to take these vows. It puts you in a very elite group of living entities in this world who stay above the fray of the Kali Yuga. Prabhupada gave us these 4 rules in order to protect us from the grave danger of becoming contaminated by Kali Yuga and then missing the opportunity of being able to chant Hare Krishna and hear and chant throughout one's life and then make a departure to the spiritual world. So you're making these vows today, and it's on an Ekadashi, it's during the Kartik, and it's here at Govardhana. And it's in front of all these Vaishnavas who moved in close just so they can hear what you have to say when you make your vows. Plus it's on the internet, so it'll be recorded, and it'll always be there. And so this is a good thing to remember. The vow that you make, it shakes the world. It changes not just your world, but the world of everybody else around you. So you're making a stand against the material energy. So the prohibitions are there, and figuring out how to organize one's life in order to carefully observe those prohibitions is the preoccupation of the devotee. Because the mind, conditioned by material nature, always wants to find a loophole. And that's why Narada Muni told Srila Vyasadeva, don't leave so many loopholes, because people take advantage of them. And then on the positive side, chanting Hare Krishna. This is a lifetime study and practice. That chanting at least 16 rounds a day, this is not normal. This takes a huge chunk out of one's day. In Kali Yuga, nobody has time. Prayana payusha shabya kalavasmin yugejana manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya hupadrita. In the age of Kali, men have but short lives. They're quarrelsome, lazy, misguided, unlucky, and above all, always disturbed. So nobody has time to do spiritual practice in this age. When you tell people in the corporate world that you spend 2 hours a day meditating every morning, they're aghast. How could you possibly do that? Well, there's 24 hours, and 2 hours is what you're normally required to do to be able to meditate on the holy name properly each day. But that puts a wedge between you and the material energy. Mam jayo vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatitaitan brahmabhuya yukalpate. If you continue the vibration in all circumstances, then you'll be able to stay above the modes of material nature, be able to observe your vows. You'll have the power to do that, because by performing direct devotional service, one gets knowledge and detachment. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita Janayat Yashuvairagyam Jnanam Chayaraitukam. It's empowered. It's an empowered activity to be able to chant 16 rounds and follow the 4 regulative principles. So, it's not just chanting also. It's also adjusting one's attitude. You have to adjust your attitude in life. I mentioned Trinata Pisuni Chena. This is foundational. One has to remain humble. If somebody offends you, what do? What do? Nothing? Tolerate? Nothing? Tolerate nothing. Okay. Yeah. So if somebody offends you, you have to be ready to tolerate. And if somebody praises you, how do you feel? Then you pass it up to your spiritual master, who passes it up to his spiritual master. Ready to offer all respects to others, and not expecting any respect in return for oneself. Keeping oneself feeling like a servant of everybody else. And never feeling entitled that I deserve this. But always feeling like I'm a beginner, I'm the servant of all the other devotees. You may be asked to take roles of leadership, in which case you have to step up and take responsibility. You can't say, oh, I'm never qualified. And this is a point that Bhaktivinoda Thakur, all the acharyas make, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu makes. No one should claim to be permanently unqualified, because this is another claim that people make. And they say it's not possible to become advanced in devotional service. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, krame krame, step by step. If you chant Hare Krishna at least 16 rounds and follow the 4 regulative principles, you will become advanced. You have to remain humble, and at the same time you have to take more responsibility. At the same time, doing those 2 things at the same time. So, being humble and also being very careful to avoid the 10 offenses in chanting the holy name of the Lord. So the first offense is the blaspheming the devotees who have dedicated their lives to propagating the holy name of the Lord all over the world. Sometimes one might think, or you can parse words and you can say, well, they're not really a Vaishnava because of this or that, therefore it's okay for me to criticize, or they really haven't spread the holy name all over the world. So it's an easier or better policy to follow a Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, who just made a blanket statement. He filled out a form that says, I just don't criticize any Vaishnavas or any of those who are chanting Hare Krishna. If they're chanting Hare Krishna, it's good enough for me. At least you can keep that within your heart and be careful not to speak ill of the devotees, because this is one of the ways in which one loses taste for chanting the holy names. And then there's committing sins on the strength of chanting the holy name of the Lord. Can you not hold your... It's hard to sit like that? Okay. Can someone give him a zafu or something he can sit on so he's not struggling? Yeah, whatever you need to give him. Or you can sit on that. Please be comfortable. Initiation is not meant to be a torture. Yeah. What's the verse?
There's a verse that says, if you're doing parikrama,
He's saying there's a verse that says when you're doing parikrama, if you're in pain,
and you get to pain,
then you have
then
to
you
stop.
And you mark your place.
Come back.
to your resting place.
Krishna doesn't like,
Because it's an offense.
it's an offense to suffer
To be in
like
pain.
that, to be in pain. Better? Okay. So I was saying just about committing sinful activities on the strength of chanting. I mentioned these two, blaspheming devotees and sinning on the strength of chanting, because I read recently where Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says these two are particularly dangerous. And that is, the second one is to develop a sense of entitlement. That because I'm chanting Hare Krishna, or because I'm initiated, or because I'm in ISKCON, or any number of other kinds of justifications, therefore I don't have to be strict. So one has to be careful to remember that Krishna is the witness. He's watching us all the time, and we're trying to please him. So whether we're in public or whether we're behind closed doors, we should have integrity. And even if at some point there's some weakness, one should deal with it openly. In fact, I heard a really brilliant point made by Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, who said that he answered a question, how is it that advanced devotees sometimes fall down? And he said, the reason that advanced devotees fall down, it's not because they weren't advanced, because sometimes the advanced devotees fall down and would say, aha, they weren't actually advanced. But actually what he said happens, and I'm repeating it because I agree with what he said, is that once one begins to advance in devotional service, there's a way in which people will then honor the devotee. I mean, as I mentioned, anyone who can follow 4 regulative principles and chant 16 rounds becomes an honor-worthy person in the world, and the honor comes more and more. And then one might develop a feeling that I don't want to disappoint anybody because I want to show myself as being this, what they see me as, and that is a very advanced person. And when an anartha comes up, and this is mentioned in the Shastra, anarthas sometimes just come up because of one's touch in the material world over so many lifetimes. For instance, Supada mulam bhajata priyasya tyaktanya bhavasa hare priyeshaha. There's a way in which somehow or other, the Shastra said, an anartha comes out from nowhere. Deep down, it just bubbles up. Then one might think, well, I won't tell anybody because they'll be disappointed that I'm not actually an advanced personality. And I don't, or I don't want to lose my status as being known as an advanced person. So he recommended, I also recommend that you have to have some mentors in your practice of Krishna consciousness that you can reveal your mind to and tell that, okay, this anartha has come up. I'm having a problem with this. Don't suppress it, but express it so that you can deal with it, because all anarthas can be dealt with. And they can be dealt with by going on chanting Hare Krishna. Supada mulam bhajata priyasya tyaktanya bhavasa hare priyeshaha vikarma yachot patitam katanchid tunoti sarvam hridi sannivishta. Krishna is in your heart, the verse says. He knows what your intention is. He knows that your intention is to surrender to Him, to do His service. And if you go on with that service, then He will help to rectify, to help purify it. But if you become overwhelmed and you don't process it through communicating with a confidential devotee, kuya makyati prichati, then it will be very hard to continue chanting Hare Krishna. And I bring this up because this is reality. And then the seventh offense against the holy name, if you have a problem and then you just go on committing the activity without dealing with it, then this can be detrimental to your progress in devotional service. So the 10 offenses are something that we recite quite quickly every morning. First offense, and it's something that you can just pass by, but it's worth studying. In fact, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that one should carefully study these things and analyze what all the different kinds of anarthas are. Get acquainted with them, because they all have a name and they show up from time to time, or all the time in your life. And you have to be able to deal with them in order to go on chanting Hare Krishna. In fact, he says it's not just chanting Hare Krishna, it's chanting Hare Krishna and meticulously avoiding the various offenses and anartas that one is dealing with, naturally dealing with when one goes through anarta nivritti, the clearing stage, the stage in which you have to deal with these different things. So don't be afraid to be vulnerable, to show yourself as being weak. In fact, I've noticed that devotees who are strong enough, courageous enough to admit their faults to their peers and to others actually become great heroes. Because everybody knows that the material world's a very difficult place, and nobody walks through here without getting harassed by the senses and the three modes of material nature. What do you think? Does it all make sense? Do you agree? Okay. So, then, what? Oh, I mentioned the first offense and the seventh offense because the reason is because Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says out of the 10 offenses, the other 8 offenses can be overcome if you continue chanting. Nama parada yuktanam namanyeva harantyagam avishani prayuktani tanyevarta karanicha. If you go on chanting Hare Krishna, the other ones will gradually disappear. Just don't stop, ever. That's what this initiation means. And no stoppage. But these two, he says, if you commit these two, you can't overcome them just by chanting. You also have to suffer very deeply because of them. They're very dangerous and scary. You should be scared of these things. So I mentioned these two. Also, chanting Hare Krishna and being part of the Sankirtan movement means to spread Krishna consciousness, because you have to do something. And every living entity has to stay busy because we're always active. The mind is active, the senses need to be engaged. And the best engagement is to help spread the Sankirtan movement all over the world, especially with the idea of giving compassion to the fallen souls in Kali Yuga. Jive doi Krishna nam sarva dharma sar. This is the essence of all religion. It is to give mercy to the souls. So this initiation also means that you're part of this team, Lord Chaitanya's team, that is mobilized to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. So feel free to use your entire life's energy to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world, to give other people a chance to come closer to Krishna. In whatever way you have some expertise, you please use that to help spread Krishna consciousness. Also, you have to read Srila Prabhupada's books. We're sitting here at Govardhana for 5 hours a day. We've specifically designed this program so that we can be in the same room together, here in a remote location where there's no distractions, or very few, compared to the rest of the world. And we're just hearing from his verses and purports, from the verses of the Srimad Bhagavatam. In the last 13 days? Is it 13? We started on the 3rd. The last 12 days, we've completed most of the 3rd canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam. And it's been a life-changing experience just letting Srila Prabhupada speak for himself, listen to the detailed instructions that he gives. And so please make a plan to continuously read all of Srila Prabhupada's books. You'll never come to the end of it if you just get a PhD in the 3rd canto. You'll never come to the end of that. Even one chapter in the 3rd canto, or even one verse, you could write your PhD thesis on. But you have to continuously hear, and if you do, you'll make good decisions in your life, because your intelligence will become fortified. And you'll also feel, you'll feel apart from the atheistic prevailing philosophies, the prevailing atheistic philosophies of the world, they're pervasive. Everywhere you go, people believe, because they've been indoctrinated, that there is no God, or that I'm God. There's no boss. This is the Buddhists. They say there is no boss. And then the Mayavadis say you are the boss. You just haven't realized it yet. And then the Karmis think that if you work hard enough, then you'll become the boss. But the devotees are the only ones that say Krishna's the boss, and we're just working for the boss. So if you continuously hear from Srila Prabhupada's books, you'll remember this. And if you stop, then you'll be affected. It's amazing how easily one can be influenced, because little jiva can be easily influenced by all of the various philosophies of the world. And not only that, even within the realm of devotional service, there are many different ideas about what to do, what not to do. Somebody had sent me a manuscript somebody was writing that proposed that Prabhupada wasn't actually into book distribution, that he wanted something else, but that there are a few people that just ran away with the idea and usurped the movement by distributing books. A little research can uncover the fallacy behind this, but that's just one idea. There are thousands of counter ideas to the mood in which Srila Prabhupada taught, and fortunately, as he said, whatever I had to say, I put in my purports. So why don't you have a look? One of the main problems in the world nowadays is people don't really have a look. At least they don't read continuously or contiguously throughout Prabhupada's books. They just pick out little parts here and there that suit whatever kind of agenda they've adopted because of some kind of association. So if you will continuously read Srila Prabhupada's books, see for yourself what's there and what he has to say by reading everything from beginning to end continuously, then you'll be saved from a lot of the counter ideas that are counter to what Prabhupada was trying to teach. Okay? Say yes. Yes. I need a verbal yes. It's like when you sit in the emergency aisle on the airplane. They come around and say, "You going to help us when the plane goes down?" They say, "I want a verbal yes." You can't just nod your head. That's what initiation is. It's a verbal yes. You're coming forward. Yeah, I'm chanting. A lot of times people say, I chant all the time. I just chant in my mind. And to people like, I'm always chanting. I'm always thinking of Krishna. But this is a verbal yes. You're coming forward, demonstrate. We set this whole thing up. We invite a pundit to come and sit down and officiate the whole thing. We have witnesses, and you make a verbal yes. Yes, I believe in the four regulative principles, and I promise to follow them for my whole life. Yes, I believe that Krishna and his names are non-different, and I subscribe to the idea that by chanting at least 16 rounds every day with full attention, that I will attain the perfection of life. Yes, I believe that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement is meant to be spread all over the world and so forth, coming forward like that. So finally, just advice about chanting, I find invaluable. Simple is best. Always be aware that you're chanting. When you chant, there's a possibility that, just like with any other activity, you can be doing it and not be aware that you're doing it. You can read a book and you can be thinking about paying your taxes or catching a taxi or how much you got ripped off for the lassi you bought yesterday. You can think of a number of things while you're doing something else. But when you're chanting Hare Krishna, you have to give full attention. And that's the auxiliary offense against the holy name, which Bhaktivinoda Thakur says is the root of all the other offenses, inattentive chanting. So be one of the ones that is known for chanting good japa, for concentrating while chanting japa. One of my godbrothers who recently passed away, the late great Manasuda Prabhu, was famous for book distribution in the 70s. And he was a champion book distributor, and people would come from all over the world to ask him what his secret was. And he only ever gave a one-word answer, japa. And when he'd sit down to chant japa, nobody could come near him because he was ferocious. He would ferociously guard his space and wouldn't let people intrude, and he'd fully concentrate and chant with full gusto each mantra. So if you do that, then your progress will continue unabated. So now I'd like to ask His Holiness Keshavarti Maharaj to give some blessings. He's deferring to Smita Krishna Maharaj to speak first, to offer some blessings here at this auspicious occasion.
Namaste, Saraswati Guruvani Pracharane, Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Praskachari Satari. Hare Krishna. Yes.
Hare Krishna.
If I have any power to bless, I like it to function. So yes, this is a wonderful occasion that I wouldn't have dreamt of being part of when I joined this movement in 1970. We was very simple conditions, and it was not like it's nowadays. And I could then not have had any idea of what it would look like now. And we may or may not think, maybe someplace that it looks so great, but the little bit I travel, wherever I go, there is devotees, they're meeting, well, some are distributing books also, maybe not so many as we thought should be. But so, but I just feel that here it's such a great opportunity, or a great moment of initiation. It's not the end, it's the beginning. I mean, years or day, months or years of preparation to get to the point to be initiated, but that's not the end. Like now I'm initiated, and then maybe now I get second initiated, and now I get maybe something more, temple president, that's the end. No, it's just the beginning. We can say we're always in the beginning. So I'm sitting here, I'm being in the beginning of the continuation. I'm sitting here, I'm being part of the beginning of the future. So therefore I wish, but if I have any power to bless, well, my Srila Prabhupada in my initiation letter, he just said, well, you know, you seem seriously sincere, continue like that, and then follow the 4 regulated principles and read my books and go on street Sankirtan as far as possible. So then I don't know if I'm fulfilling it fully, because you could always do more. So that keeps you, in one sense, in a humble position. But Prabhupada gave that instructions, and some other. The qualification is that I've stayed here. And now I'm here with you today and hearing Vaisesika Prabhu speak here to you. And I say, very nice, very good. Please take the instructions and apply them in your life. Make your life perfect. That's my direction. But taking the instructions and that way becoming perfect and continuing the tradition as the beginning generations are getting a little bit older, so we're looking forward to see new devotees come in and take up responsibility. So that's maybe my wish and my blessing, that it will be so. It doesn't stop here, it will not stop, it will carry on. And 1970, when they said this movement will spread all over the world, I looked at the temple room and the window that was almost falling out, and I wondered, how will that happen? I thought mainly my own concern maybe has been a little bit of a liberationist, that I wanted to be liberated and in a peaceful state and like that. So mainly concerned about my own liberation. But I wonder then how would it happen? But it has happened. So in that way, in the same way, now we may think, well, how will transition of succession go on and like that? But I think, well, maybe it is actually just now happening. And see. So therefore, my blessing, my hope, my prayer is that this, well, I see it's going on and it will go on, that it is going on, it will go on, the chanting will go on, the preaching will go on, the Hare Krishna movement will go on in a wonderful way, and this new devotees who is about to take birth or here will be very instrumental in moving on this movement. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Om Ajnana Timinandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Jaina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namane. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I'll make this very short. I want to speak about your fortune. Just how fortunate you are. All of us, but particularly you three. Brahmanda, Brahmati Kon, Bhagyavan Jeev, Guru Krishna, Prasadi Boy, Bhakti Latabi, to receive this seed of devotional service, which Srila Prabhupada defined as the instructions, the following of which you will become perfect and go back to Krishna. So this is Bhagyavan, and this is Mahabhagyavan. Why? Because Krishna himself says that when someone voluntarily accepts these vows and connects him or herself to my pure devotee, then I accept that person as good as myself. You know, we're not ever as good as Krishna, obviously, but there is a sense in which we are, because we're all spiritual beings. Krishna is the supreme spiritual being, and we are parts and parcels of Krishna, but we're also spiritual beings, and we have all of the sentient qualities that Krishna has. So you're fortunate because you're actually being accepted by Krishna into his family, his family business, our family business. So I'm sitting next to my best friend, and now I'm your uncle. Isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah. So this is about intimacy. This is about relationship. This is about the purpose of being a sentient being. Being a sentient being. So as your uncle, I will give you some advice. You've already gotten as much as you can handle in one life, by one lecture, by my best friend, because his lectures are really good. Really good, the best, in my opinion. But if you can follow, this is what initiation means. It means to follow. The future master is the best follower. So how do you do that? Well, we have Shastra, we have Guru, we have sadhus, and we have so many examples and so many things. But as an individual person, the consciousness that will fare you well as you go forward, and as Vaisesika Prabhu was saying, stay in the game under all circumstances, at all costs, is to think before you do or say or will or feel anything. How would my spiritual master feel about this? In my humble opinion, you're Mahabhagya. You're extremely fortunate. The setting, the place, the situation, all these serious devotees hearing, like we're hearing every day, very serious. So the reason it's happening is because I'm sitting next to a person who's really attached to chanting Hare Krishna, and is really attached into going deeply and understanding all the nuances and the details. Prabhupada told us that the test of our sincerity is how well we take care of details. So study him. Study him. Just how personal he is, and how he pays attention to every detail in order to do just that, to be personal. And you will be fixed and secure and safe in your spiritual path. You're very lucky. So that's it. Welcome to the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, to Lord Chaitanya's family. The Hare Krishna mantra is the most intimate mantra, actually. It's made up of just names of Radha and Krishna. The most intimate relationship, and how it is that we're sitting here receiving that mantra with so little qualification is because Lord Chaitanya came and he chanted it, and he is Radha and Krishna. And he chanted it, and he told us to chant it. Even though the Shastra says if you chant Gaur Nitai's name, you feel ecstasy immediately, and you don't have to worry about offenses and everything like that. But what is he saying? Chant Hare Krishna. You see? So he's giving us that ticket, that permission, granting us the most confidential mantra. And I pray that you'll stay forever and help as many people as you can according to your capacity to take up this Krishna consciousness also. Because I never can make it too short. It's just my nature. So loud mouth. Okay. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
I heard something yesterday in the class, I don't remember, something about Krishna being punctual and regular. So I'll try to be very, very short. Every school of thought has a sutra. And one thing in common with all the sutras is that they begin with the word ata, or now. And now is not just a moment of time, it's hierarchical. It means now, a time after so many things have passed, indicating that now there's a kind of an urgency. Keshav Bharti Maharaj quoted one verse, Brahmanda Brahmate Konya Bhagavan Jeev Guru Krishna Pasadi Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. It said you're wandering from universe to species of life. Okay. You're moving from universe to universe, for species of life to species of life, until by the mercy of Guru and Krishna you get the Bhakti Lata Bij. You get some conviction to be humble and to serve the truth rather than the authority of just what you want. And we've gone on since time immemorial. And then at a particular time, it may have been a past life or this life by the mercy of Guru Krishna, at a particular time, we've been clouded, our soul has been completely clouded by ignorance, and we can't feel Krishna, just like there's the sun. If you're covered with a cloud, if there's a cloud in the sky, it's covering your eyes, you can't feel heat and light. The transcendental body of Krishna is transcendental pleasure. It's emanating transcendental pleasure, and you can't feel it because you're covered by ignorance. And what is that ignorance? It's the conception that I'm the center, I'm the enjoyer, I'm the controller, and the highest thing is to do what I want. And then at a particular time we become frustrated. We see that doesn't work. And then we search for something higher than what we want. We search for some truth to follow that's not dictated by just what we want. And when that happens, there's a opening in that cloud, a slight opening in that cloud of ignorance that allows some connection between you and God. And then Krishna actually sees that. At a particular point, he sees that. And he decides that I will give this person sadhu sangha. And then somehow or other in this life, Krishna's seeing that sincerity, that small sincerity, that there's something higher than what I want, and there's a truth that I should follow. Then he sends you sadhu sangha. And he sends you he sends you that truth. How do you find Guru? You look in your heart at a particular time, you say, I want truth. And then God sends you that truth in the form of a particular person who inspires you in the truth. And then as Keshav Bharti Maharaj was saying, and then the real initiation is not just a formality, it's the surrender to that truth, completely. And there's two forms of initiation, as Smita Krishna Maharaj said, you're beginning. That's one form of initiation, you begin. And the other one is you actually surrender completely. And if you surrender completely, it doesn't mean renunciation. It means to follow the truth, whether it gives you some leeway for your attachments or not. But when you surrender to completely, then you're liberated. And that's Prabhupada's philosophy. If you surrender to Guru and Krishna, you may have desires within your heart. If you surrender to Guru and Krishna, you're liberated. So this is the best place to make a vow. Before Govardhana Hill, before the Vaishnavas, before your spiritual master. So my prayer is that you go deeply in your heart, that small desire that was in your heart, that you wanted the truth, and now realize that you found the truth, and that you make your commitment to surrender to the truth. and then all auspiciousness comes in your life. Then everything is finished. Then you're liberated. So that's my prayer. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Now, we've had several senior devotees speak and offer their realizations and blessings. I'd like to hear from someone who's much newer, just to get a different perspective. And Gopal Champu has recently been initiated himself and has dedicated his life to Krishna consciousness movement. We'd just like to hear a few words from you and any advice you have for your brethren here today.
Ukam karote vachanam bhagwan nagayate giriya kripatamam Shri Guru Dina HariNama. Well, about 5 months ago now, I was sitting in your position on the other side of the yajna, about to take these vows, and it's a life-changing moment. And I guess I can advise you, if I have any position to give advice, just to, we were reading yesterday how they were saying take this very seriously. They always take this very seriously. So this is actually the most serious thing that we can do in our life, is to take this vow to follow these principles, to develop our love for God and develop our relationship with the Lord. And ultimately, by the mercy of the spiritual master, that can be done. So this opportunity now is presented to all of you, and I see that, and I hope that all of you take it fully in your heart and strictly and sincerely follow this process, and everything will come. Hare Krishna.
Is eager to say something before we move on to giving the names? Yes.
Hare Krishna. I know all three of you for a while now, and I'm very, very happy that you're here and you're taking your vows, in such a nice place, and I wish you all the very best. Hare Krishna.
Haribo! Raghunath wants to
I'm very small person to speak in front of so many big people, to speak in such a big exalted devotees. But there was something I wanted to share, because when the moment you are getting initiation, this is the most beautiful moment of our life. So I would like to narrate a small story quickly. There was a thief, and he was like, one time he saw the group of Vaishnavas, and he got attracted towards them. And he said, I want to also take Diksha, I also want to surrender. So he went to his Guru and he asked, Gurudev, can you please accept me? He said, well, you know what, I can accept you, but you have to follow 4 regulative principles. What is that? He said, no meat eating, no intoxication, no women, no gambling. So that's not possible, Gurudev. So why? What happened? He said, well, I'm a thief. And whatever I steal, it's not enough for me. So sometimes I have to go and have to play, I have to gamble so that I can multiply my money. And then, sometimes I drink also, I eat non-veg. And, sometimes when I'm totally drunk, then sometimes I associate with the woman also. And, to maintain my family, I have to steal. So what can I do? I can't help it. So his Gurudev said, okay, I'll still accept you. But you promise me that you'll never lie in your life. He said, okay, I promise you, because I never lie, so I'll never lie. So one day he decided to do the robbery in the house of this king. So he goes there, and that time the king was also in the room where they put all the treasure, and the king was thinking, how can I improve my kingdom? Everybody is cheating, and all my staff members, everybody, they are like the biggest cheater. What can I do? How can I improve the condition of people who are dependent on me? Immediately it was so dark, and he jumped into it, that thief, and they both clashed. And king asked, who are you? He said, who are you? He said, well, my Gurudev said never lie. Okay, so he said, I'm a thief, I'm here to steal. He said, okay, what are you doing here? He said, I'm also here to steal. So why you have to choose the same place? He said, whatever it is. So the king asked, what is your name, where do you stay? He said, my name is Kallu Chor, and I stay, there's a mountain there, and just behind the mountain there's a river, there's a tree, and there's a Kali Mata Mandir, and I stay just beside that. He said, okay, let's steal, let's start, stealing everything. So he said, yeah, I know how to break the locker, so I'll break the locker. And thief said, okay, we'll distribute whatever is there. So they started distributing everything, like one necklace for you, one necklace for me, one anklet for you, one anklet for me, and like that. And at last they were left with one big diamond. And then he said, what to do with this diamond? He said, well, let's leave something for the king also, so that he can take care of his kingdom. He said, okay. They left. Next day, king said, I want to go and distribute the treasure to all the people who are living in my kingdom. And he said, he asked his minister to go and take out the money, take out the, all the jewels and everything. And the minister went there, and he saw that, oh my God, somebody stole everything last night. There's only one diamond left. Let me keep that diamond with me. And he kept the diamond with him, and he said, Maharaj, anarth ho gaya. Maharaj, everything is gone, everything is gone. Raja said, okay, are you sure everything is gone? He said, yes, Maharaj, everything is gone. He said, okay, I know who stole everything. So you just go to that mountain, behind that mountain there's a river, and there's a tree, and there's a Kali Mata Mandir, and there's a Kallu Chor stays there. You bring him. And they, all the, his soldiers, they went there and they brought him in front of the king, in front of everybody. And then he said, did you steal everything last night? He said, Maharaj, I promised my Guru Maharaj that I'll never lie. So yeah, Maharaj, I actually stole, your treasure. He said, okay, and you stole everything? He said, no, it was not only me. There was another thief. I don't know, I couldn't see his face, but he was also there, and he stole something also. And they did not leave anything in the in that case. No, Maharaj, we left a big diamond for you. That was the most precious diamond, and we left it there. He said, my minister is saying that there was nothing here. Minister said, yeah, Maharaj is lying. He stole everything. He said, okay, check the minister. So then immediately they started investigating him, and they took out that diamond. And then king said, would you like to become the next minister for me? So he accepted the proposal. So the moral of the story is, even if we are incapable of following something, but if you are following the instruction of a Guru Maharaj, now he became the minister, he had good salary, he didn't have to steal, he didn't have to lie, he didn't have to go for drinking or whatever it is. So by following one instruction of his Guru, automatically all the instructions he was capable to follow. So Guru Mukha Padma Vakya, Chittate Kariya Ekya, Har na Kariha Mane Asha. If we take this vow also today, then it would be very nice. Thank you so much.
So, in the process of initiation, which is called by Bhaktivinoda Thakur Pancha Samskar, the first is tapa, and that means to turn away from the material world, to feel that this is no longer my home. There's no more optimism here. I'm a pessimist when it comes to the material energy, 100% pessimist. And then comes pundra, which means urva pundra, to identify oneself as a devotee to the world, that this is who I am, this is what I do. And then comes a nama, which means to accept the holy name of the Lord as one's life and soul, to make a vow to chant. And as my good friend Madhva once taught me when we were in Japan, it is also like the Federal Witness Protection Program. And that is, you get a new name so that Maya can't find you. Change your name. This is Nama. And after that comes mantra. You receive the Gayatri mantras, and then yaga, which means then you're eligible to worship the deity. So today you're receiving Nama. So we'll ask each one of you to come up. And when you do, you come up this way, offer your full dandavats to your spiritual master, and then we'll ask you which vows you're going to make today, and then we'll give you your name. Do you all have your neck beads on? Do you have neck beads? Otherwise we'll have to call the whole thing off. Somebody please go help them put the neck beads on. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And the beads. Can you hold this? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Bhaktaraman, please come up. Bhaktaraman was born in the Krishna consciousness movement and has become very serious about spreading Krishna consciousness. And we've known each other now for a few years. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, Bhaktaraman, I've noticed in you a special quality that you like to take care of new people. You're always, you see somebody who's interested in Krishna consciousness, you take care of them and you help them to come closer. So it's a very admirable quality, very beautiful quality in a Vaishnava. Thank you. And I also noticed your service attitude, that when you take a task like cleaning, you give your full attention, and with samadhi-like attention you do your work. And you contacted me some years back because you were interested in moving forward in Krishna consciousness, and doing Sankirtan book distribution you like very much. You've milked cows in your life, taken care of farms, taken care of devotees, and distributed books. And I'm looking forward to seeing you flourish and become one of the leaders of the Krishna consciousness movement. Okay? Good? So, we're all interested to hear which vows you came here to make today in front of all the devotees here at Govardhana Hill. Tell us.
I vowed to chant at least 16 rounds of japa daily, to follow the four regulative principles, which are no meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, and no intoxication.
Say no meat, fish, or eggs.
No meat, fish, or eggs.
That's what it used to be. Okay. Also, please dedicate your life to reading Prabhupada's books and help to spread the Sankirtan movement. He said at least 16 rounds. We have it on tape. Following the eternal principle of parampara, taking Srila Prabhupada's and Lord Chaitanya's order to expand the Sankirtan movement as my life and soul, and depending on their mercy, the mercy of the previous acharyas, and all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are like desired trees. I'm exceedingly pleased to accept you as my disciple, and therefore a grand disciple of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and a member of the Brahman Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. May all the previous acharyas and the ocean of mercy, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, shower you with their grace. Your name is from a descendant of Srinath Chakravarti, who is one of the branches of Sri Advaita Acharya. I hereby joyfully award you the name Muktaram Das. Hare Krishna. Your certificate, and somebody can hold that for you so that you can just make sure they give it back. In between, can we have a little vibration? No, you go ahead and chant and we'll follow you. Sing. His Grace Muktaram Prabhu ki jai. Venkat. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. It's a little traffic jam. Venkat, you've been chanting Hare Krishna for 16 rounds for a long time. Did we meet in Boston or in ISV?
First time at Festival Inspiration.
First time at Festival Inspiration. Okay. You've proved yourself to be a very serious practitioner of Krishna consciousness. We've come to know each other very well over the last, especially over the last year. And now we've ended up in this holy place, sort of seemingly abruptly, but things happen abruptly in this life, so it seems like a better idea to do this abruptly than something else. So we're all waiting with bated breath to hear what vows you'd like to make today. Please tell us.
Of Guru and Krishna, I'll vow to chant at least 16 rounds, good rounds every day throughout the rest of my life. I'll vow to follow the four regulative principles no meat eating, no fish, eggs, onion, garlic, no gambling, no illicit sex, no intoxication, coffee, tea, drugs. And I will vow to constantly read Prabhupada's books throughout the rest of my life. I'll vow to fully surrender unto you, and I'll vow to follow your instructions and orders throughout the rest of my life.
Thank you very much. Very nice.
Following the eternal principle of parampara, taking Srila Prabhupada's and Lord Chaitanya's order to expand the Sankirtan movement as my life and soul, and depending on their mercy, the mercy of the previous acharyas, and all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are like desire trees, I'm exceedingly pleased to accept you as my disciple, and therefore a grand disciple of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and a member of the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. May all the previous acharyas and the ocean of mercy, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, shower you with their grace. Your name is the name of Lord Nityananda.
John.
And it means Lord Nityananda, who is very kind and gentle. I hereby joyfully award you the name Vinaya Nitai Dasa. His Grace Vinaya. Depeche. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Depeche. We have to mention the mercy of Shraddha Devi Dasi, who's your aunt, and who's been very instrumental in both your mother taking initiation, your father soon to take initiation, and now you. Shraddha Devi Dasi is and helped to nurture you and bring you to this point, and so have your exalted parents, who are completely dedicated to the process of Krishna consciousness. So we'd like to hear a couple words from your mother and father.
You have been constantly showering mercy on all of us, and really from the depth of my heart I once again thank you. Please continue to shower this mercy on all of our family. Thanks, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. This is my birthplace. Vrindavan and Govardhana is my playground from very beginning. And it is my good fortune then I am here with Guru Maharaj. I am constantly associated for the last 2 or 3 years with Guruji,
And Guruji and Guru Mataji, she is not here. Both of them, they have shown me a very good, you can say, the light for Krishna consciousness. And I will not forget my father and mother, who were the great devotees in the Vrindavan and Govardhana hill, used to do parikrama every Purnamasi, especially in the month of Kartik, or you can say Mudya Purnamasi. So, after my father retired, he has given his whole salary, or you can say the pension benefits, for the construction of the Krishna temple. Nearby place, it is 70 kilometers from here. I will request whenever the next year Guruji Maharaj come here, please visit that temple, because after their death, they have given me instruction that construct my temple more vigorously rather than we have made. So, my mother and father, then my second father and mother is Guruji and Guru Maharaji, Mataji. Really, I am very fortunate for this movement. Last time, Vidyavadhu Devi Dasi, she was initiated. Now, my son is being initiated by Guruji Maharaj. I don't know what is the Krishna's mercy on my family. My daughter is also in Puri and Mayapur. The last 2 years, I am constantly associated with Lord Krishna and Guruji Maharaj. Please shower your blessings on my family. Thank you very much.
Well, I must say, I find you to be very intelligent spiritually. You like the Bhagavatam and you don't like other things. I know this about you. And you asked very good questions. I've examined you carefully, and you're deeply interested in Krishna consciousness and in advancing. And now to be connected with a family whose playground is Govardhana is extremely endearing. So I'm very, very happy to have this connection with you. Did he do his vows? He didn't, okay. Please tell us which vows you intend to make and keep for the rest of your life.
Hare Krishna, my humble obeisances at the lotus feet of all the Vaishnavas present here. I take a vow to chant at least 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra throughout my life, every day. And I take a vow to follow the 4 regulative principles strictly. There are no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex. And I take a vow to read the scriptures daily. And I take a vow to try all my best to follow the instruction of Guru Maharaj and follow the parampara.
Following the eternal principle of parampara, taking Srila Prabhupada's and Lord Chaitanya's order to expand the Sankirtan movement as my life and soul, and depending on their mercy, the mercy of the previous acharyas and all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are like desire trees. I'm exceedingly pleased to accept you as my disciple, and therefore a grand disciple of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and a member of the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. May all the previous acharyas and the ocean of mercy, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, shower you with their grace. Your name is the name of Lord Krishna. I hereby joyfully award you the name Dina Gopal Das.
Dina Gopal Das Prabhu ki Jai. Govardhana.
Jai.
माइक क्यों? माइक की जरूरत नहीं है मुझे। हमारा शायद थोड़ा घी नहीं आना चाहिए इस पर। जरूरत नहीं है। शॉर्ट संकल्प, फुल संकल्प, सिंपल और can start with the simple sankalpa, then 2 minutes kirtan. I'll call the fire and worship the fire, and then we'll start the yajna, Maharaj. Is it okay? Yeah. So you'll be taking sankalpas. Asan. Can you give Maharaj? Asan. Sunil. Push us. Put some flowers in, Maharaj. I gave you some flowers, right? Take some flowers in your right hand. Make a mudra like this. Take some akshat and put in your hand. First finger, bro. First finger. Some flowers and some akshat. Not the havan samagri. Flower. Akshat. Take some water in your left hand and put it like this. Repeat after me. Om Tat Sat Shri Vishnu Adhya Prardhe Shvetavara Kalpe Vaivesthakya Manvantare Ashtayam Shubhatitho Shri Krishna Priti Artham Giriraj Govardhan Sannidho Raghunath Das. Your name, your initiated name. Deen Gopal. Krishna Priti Artham. Diksha Samskaram. Karmaham. Karishyami. Karmaham Karishye. Just leave it on the floor like this. Om Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karvavahe, Tejasmina Maditamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Take some akshars on. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Tat Chanyora Vinimahe Gatung Yagyaya Gatung Yagyapatiye Devi Swastirastuna Swasti Manushevaya Urodham Jigatu Veshajam Shamno Vastudipade. Om Sham Chadushpade. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sastino Govinda Sastino Achyutananto Sastino Vasudeva Vishnu Dadatu Sastino Narayano Naravai Sastino Padmanabha Purushottam Dadatu Sastino Vishwashena Vishweshwaraha Sastino Rishikesho Hare Dadatu Sastino Venateo Hari Sastino Anjana Suto Harur Bhagavata Dadatu Sasti Sasti Sumangala Kesho Mahana Shri Krishna Satchidanand Grana Sarveshwareshwaro Dadatu. Om Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We can have a little kirtan and I can call the fire. Kirtan. Hare Krishna. Om Vasudeva Vishnu Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare ओम अग्निमीळे पुरोहितं यज्ञस्य देवं ऋत्विजं होतारं रत्नदाता मम हरिः ओम ईशे तोर्जे त्वा वायवस्तो पायवस्तो देवो सविताः प्राप्यतु श्रेष्ठमाय कर्मणे हरिः ओम अग्नयायि वीतये गृहाणो हव्यदातये निहोता षष्टिभरिषि हरिः ओम शं नो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये शम्योरभिश्रन्तु नः हरिः ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. We'll start with the simple Mangalacharan Maharaj. These two fingers you are going to put the first. And you say Swaha at last. You can come a little closer. ओम भूर्स्वाहायं विष्णवेदं नमः. ओम भुवस्वाहायं अच्युतायेदं नमः. ओम अज्ञान तिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जन शलाकया चक्षुर मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा. श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्व पदान्तिकं. स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा. ओम वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुता पदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजन सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश. स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा. नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते वैशेषिकदास अधिकारी इति नामिने. स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा. नमः पहरश्यशीलाय प्रभुपादानु सारिणे अनिंदत हृदय तस्मै शास्त्र भाजन चोदिने. स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा. नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने. नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे. स्वाहा. नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती इति नामिने. श्री वाशभानवी देवी दयिताय कृपाब्दये कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दायिने प्रभुवे नमः। माधुर्योज्वल प्रेमाद्य श्री रूपानुग भक्तिदा श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्री मूर्तये दीनतारिणे रूपानुग विरुद्धाप सिद्धांत ध्वांत हारिणे स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा। नमः गौरा किशोराय साक्षात वैराग्य मूर्तये विप्रलंब रसाम्बोधे पदाम्बुजाय ते नमः। स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा। नमः भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंद नामिने गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुग वरायते स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा। गौराविर्भाव भूमे स्वम निर्देष्ट सज्जन प्रिय वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा। वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभव एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरतशे नमः। स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्त रूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्त शक्तिकं। स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते। स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा। जयताम सुरतो पंगोर मम्मंद मतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्व पदाम्बोजो राधा मदन मोहनो। स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा। दिव्य वृंदारण्य श्रीमद राधा शील गोविंद देवो पेष्टालीभि सेव्यमानं स्मरामि। स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा। श्रीमान रासरसारंभी वंशीवट ततः स्थितः कर्शन वेणुर सुनिर्गोपे गोपीनाथाय श्रीयस्तु नः। स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदा वनेश्वरी विश्वभानु सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय। स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा। This is the mantra we chant in Braj. Tave vasmi ना जीवामि त्वया विना इति विज्ञाय राधिके त्वं ना चैमां शरणान्तिकं स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा। ओम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा। ओम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा। ओम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा। ओम मंत्रहीनम क्रियाहीनम भक्तिहीनम जनार्दन यत्पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तत् अस्तु मे स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा। अपराध सहस्राणि क्रियन्ते अहं निशम्यया दासोऽहम् इति मत्वा क्षमस्व मधुसूदन स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा। प्रतिज्ञाता गोविंद नामे भक्त्या प्रणच्छति इति स्मृत्या संस्मृत्या प्राणा भक्त्या वाम्यहं स्वाहा स्वाहा स्वाहा। अतः पूर्णाहुति। Give to Maharaj. This is for you. We can stand, all of us, and you take some Havan Samagri also from Maharaj. Name Sharanya Prabhu?
Once or Maharaj will put one by one?
Yeah, you can put the way you're comfortable. Just Purnahuti. Yeah, not with the plate. इसको पकड़ लो. Take everything, whatever is there in your plate.
Hold it in your right hand.
Hold it in your right hand, banana, and the Havan Samagri also in your hand. Put it in the plate. All the whole Havan Samagri of Maharaj. नमो ब्राह्मण देवाय गो ब्राह्मण हिताय च जगत हिताय कृष्णाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। अतः पूर्णाहुति समर्पयामि। ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Not plates.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You sing. You can take it up if you want. Traffic jam. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Traffic jam?
Traffic jam. You can go inside and then people can go on the outside.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jai.
Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Ananta Koti Vaishnavindi ki jai.
Jai.
Namacharya Srila Haridasa. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vindi ki jai.
Jai.
Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gokupinath Shamakund Radhakund Giri Govardhana ki jai.
Jai.
Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai.
Jai.
Shri Mayapur ki jai. Shri Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai. Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi ki jai.
Jai.
Yamuna Devi Ganga Devi ki jai.
Jai.
Samveda Bhakti Vindi ki jai.
Jai.
All glories to the Son of the Lord.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to the Son of the Lord.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to the Son of the Lord.
Hare Krishna. Hari Hari Bola. Hare Krishna Vinaya Muktaram Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitai Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaura Vani Bhajani Name.
Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, hey, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman.